3, to require the shadow cabinet to be approved by all members of the opposition, not only one political party. Number 3, Right Honourable Speaker, I beg to be protected by some...
Honourable, they are not on record.
Oh,
continue.
Thank you very much. Number 4, also, Right Honourable Speaker, as you can see, from the appointment of the committees of parliament and international bodies, only one political party out of 17 positions has taken 16. The other political parties, we don't talk about the position of one political party. We talk about opposition parties in parliament. Which type of equity do you talk about when 17 positions are taken by one political party, and yet we have more than 5 political parties in parliament? What are the defects in the existing legislation? When you look at the cabinet, Right Honourable Speaker and members, out of 30 ministers, 20 of them are from one political party. The rest share only 10. We are saying you want to entrench democracy. What you preach to us is what you must practice. What are the defects in the existing law? In July 2005, Uganda transitioned from the movement political system to a multi-party political system through a national referendum. The adoption of the multi-party system of governance saw the amendment of the Constitution of the Republic of Uganda to create the office of the Leader of Opposition in Parliament. And subsequently, in 2006, the Administration of Parliament Act was amended to provide for the office of the Leader of Opposition. Section 8 of the Administration of Parliament Act provides for the election of the Leader of Opposition in Parliament to the government, having the greatest numerical strength in Parliament. Whereas Section 8 of the Administration of Parliament Act requires the Leader of Opposition in Parliament to be determined through consultation with other political parties in opposition and independent members of Parliament. It has been a norm that the choosing of the Leader of Opposition is not done in Parliament. And yet the law is about the Administration of Parliament Act. But the choosing of the Leader of Opposition is handled from outside Parliament. We want the members of the opposition, together with the independent members of opposition who are here, as the law provides, to be consulted on that matter. Right Honourable Speaker, what are the remedies we are looking at? 1, the Leader of Opposition to be elected by all the members of the opposition political parties. Number 2, additional grounds upon which the Leader of the Opposition may cease to hold office, because you need to be accountable. If people cannot elect you, then you cannot be accountable. You are accountable to the people who elected you. The President of Uganda, by law, can be censured by this Parliament. The Prime Minister, by law, can be censured by this Parliament. All the ministers here can be censured by this Parliament. Who are you that the Leader of Opposition cannot be checked by this Parliament? We therefore put that ground. The Leader of Opposition is to consult other political parties represented in Parliament when appointing persons and deputy chairpersons of standing committees. Right Honourable Speaker, I beg to submit.
The movers, all the movers of this bill are members of the NRM, very concerned about the opposition. Right Honourable Speaker, I oppose the motion to grant the member leave to introduce a private member's bill, and that is based on the unconstitutionality of this bill. It totally negates the principle of multi-party politics, because multi-party politics is about enabling an opposition to do what it can do without taking advantage of your numerical strength. What the mover of this bill seeks to do is to use the numerical strength in this House. Little wonder, actually, that all the movers are from the NRM. Right Honourable Speaker, I just want to touch on that provision that you read in the Principal Act. That provision of Section 8 that you read. Pardon me, because the bill was attached to the motion. The language that is used in that section that you read is may. And what the mover is seeking to do is shall and forcefully conscript independent members to permanently be part of the opposition. And that is unconstitutional. If you read the provisions of Article 71(1)(f), no one is mandatorily forced to belong to a political party. So I oppose it on the grounds that it's unconstitutional and it is bad in the spirit.
What are you opposing?
I oppose the motion.
You oppose the motion?
Yes.
And when we are debating at a time of leave, you only focus on object and principles, okay? Okay? And then when the member goes back to the first parliamentary council, because now he's not yet given this advice, maybe Attorney General can tell us, because after this leave, the member will go to the Attorney General. Anything to do with unconstitutionality and all that, the Attorney General will guide. But now he's only saying, I have an interest of bringing a bill. Okay? Now the draft bill that he has, okay? Listen. The draft bill he has can go and be completely changed. Maybe Attorney General, you can guide on that. Because when we start talking of unconstitutionality, then we've gone into the bill. Attorney General, you can guide on that?
Thank you very much, Right Honourable Speaker. My sister Adeke Ann, what we are doing now, we are discussing whether to grant leave or not. The motion was presenting what the mover considers to be the mischief, what he thinks we need to correct the anomalies he has found in dealing with the office of the Leader of Opposition. So he says, if you grant me leave, this is what I found to be wrong. While we have a Leader of Opposition, it is not inclusive of the rest of the opposition. It does not appear to be representative of the rest of the opposition. Plus, blah, blah, and the rest. Now the issue is, if we agree with that, we grant him leave. Then once the bill comes, we shall look at the contents of the bill. If they are contents that we believe are unconstitutional, we will deal with them accordingly. But for now,
I wanted mainly at your level. If you grant a member now, okay?
Yes.
Will he come to you to help polish
the procedure
unconstitutional? I want to understand. Yeah.
The procedure right now is that once he is granted leave, the law says he should be helped by the Office of Government, sorry, First Parliamentary Council in drafting, meaning that we will iron out all the basics and present a bill that is palatable for debate.
So, Honorable
Rule 2 on the interpretation of our rules of procedure. The definition of an independent member of parliament means a member of parliament elected to parliament independent of any political party or organization. Go ahead to the leader of the opposition means a member of parliament who is the leader in parliament of the party in opposition to the government and having the greatest numerical strength in parliament. Right, Honorable Speaker? I'm an independent member of parliament and I'm serving my second term. I've never subscribed to any political party. I've never subscribed to any political party and I've been able to win and I've been re-elected as an independent member of parliament. The previous two members have been referring to us, the independents, to be part or involved in the election of the leader of opposition. Yet, the leader of opposition is defined. And me as an independent, I do not subscribe to NRM. I do not subscribe to the opposition. So, Right Honorable Speaker, as an independent, I wouldn't want to be involved in any matter concerning the opposition or the NRM, unless I do have a memorandum of understanding as some of the independents who have the MOUs with the National Resistance Movement. So the procedural matter I'm raising are the two honorable members proceeding well to keep referring to us, the independents, me, an independent, as one who should be involved? Because, yes, they have, according to his justification and according to what he has stated, he's saying as the independent member of parliament, we need to take part in the election of the leader of opposition. So, Right Honorable Speaker, are we proceeding well? Or by the honorable members referring to me, an independent, as one who needs to take part in the matters of the opposition? Thank you very much.
Thank you. No, you see, the member is referring to the rules and the law. So he has committed no offense. But, honorable colleagues, you see, when you're going to debate this motion, Okay? Two major things. One, does it cure a lacuna in the law? Are you getting me? That's a question. Yeah, that's a question. And me, I will know that through your voting. Are you getting me? How you vote on the motion is how I will know. Because you have someone who says it does, you have another one who says it doesn't, so you need someone in between who will put you to a vote. That's number one. Number two, yes, listen. And you see, that's a problem of moving ahead. We are not discussing the bill. The member is saying, give me permission to go and prepare a bill. That's it. Okay? That's what he's saying. And I remember, honorable colleagues, there are bills which have come here and we fail them on second reading. If we don't find them, okay. So, but a member is saying, please, there is a case on, there is a prima facie case, there is a case on the surface that there is a gap in the law. So I want to go and tour this gap through the law. So it is you to decide whether to allow him or not. Very simple. So, and on the issue of independence, Honorable Masaba, okay, I would request you, one, if you feel uncomfortable, you exempt yourself from this debate. That's number one. Because number two, I have some independents who have already expressed interest in the matter, so you can't speak for all of them. Here, independents, you're independent of each other. You cannot have one which is binding the other. But those are details which would be in a bill which is not here. Yes. Huh?
Amend the Administration of Parliament Act CAB 272 for the following. One of the democratic principles enshrined in the Constitution is non-discrimination and inclusivity as provided in Article 21 of the Constitution. And it requires that no person shall be discriminated on grounds prescribed in the Constitution, including political opinion. It is my belief that the proposal in the bill to have the LOP elected by all opposition political parties in Parliament will usher in an inclusive process that will be open to all members of the opposition parties, irrespective of their numerical strength in Parliament. Two, what will happen in a situation where two opposition parties get equal MPs elected in the House? Who will be now appointing the leader of opposition? The law is for the future. The law is for the future. The proposals in the bill give a voice to the smaller parties in the decision-making of Parliament. It should be noted that currently the party with the greatest numerical strength among opposition parties in Parliament makes all the decisions in Parliament relating to the opposition and has continuously ignored the voices and views of other opposition political parties and independent members in electing LOP. Whereas the opposition is a major office, whereas the leader of opposition is a major office in parliamentary system.
That's order, Honorable Sir.
Order. Right, Honourable Speaker, the honourable member is my good friend. And indeed, I was with him on the censure of commissioners, together, throughout the whole system. But the rules are very clear of Parliament, that you refer to your notes, which not read.
Which rule, Honorable?
The rule which is in these rules. So, Mr. Speaker, sir, is the honourable member in order to continue reading, whereas the rules don't allow us to read, but to refer to our notes, as I bring that your rule in the rules of procedure. My good friend, Mr. Speaker, Rule 9. So, the honourable member Is he in order to continue reading instead of referring to his notes?
Honorable colleague, please, Rule 9 refers to the sitting in the House. Rule 9 is about sitting arrangement in the House. So, Honorable Kwarenga, please continue.
Thank you so much, Right Honorable Speaker. Actually, it now reminds me on one of
now, don't be diverted also.
No.
I'm saving you, you're just here now.
Whereas the leader of the opposition is a major office in parliament, in the parliamentary system and administration of parliament. As it is now, it does not prescribe the procedures and grounds for it is what? Removal. There is therefore lack of grounds to secure the office of LOP, meaning that LOP can be removed anytime without even justification. That is why we want to come up with an amendment to protect the office of LOP democratically. Because right now, somebody can wake up somewhere in the headquarters of a certain party and remove you. For us, we want to secure your tenure democratically. Consequently, as a result, there is a need, therefore, to amend the Administration of Parliament Act to, among others, first, to empower members of Parliament to hold the LOP accountable by prescribing the procedures and grounds upon which a leader of opposition may cease to hold that office. To encourage opposition party cohesion, foster unity and trust among them by ensuring that, one, the LOP is elected through a democratic and a consultative process which will take into account the views and aspirations of all shades of opinion of opposition in the Parliament of Uganda. Further, to ensure that the shadow cabinet is appointed through a consultative democratic process, since the LOP, being the leader of opposition parties in the Parliament, may designate members of the opposition party to a committee of Parliament and to a shadow cabinet. Right Honorable Speaker, I beg to submit.
Right Honorable Speaker, the little time I've been here, I've started to understand that presentation of bills and, of course, enactment of laws is a process. And it requires the valuable time of this August House. If this August House, and already the people who are concerned, whom our colleagues, the honorable movers, or the ones requesting for the leave, are fighting for, are already saying this bill, this motion is unnecessary because it will definitely get into an unnecessary bill that is going to be presented. So we are saying that our valuable time as this parliament cannot be wasted on a matter whose people it is supposed to fight for have found it irrelevant. Nobody is complaining. So we are, for us, we think that these people who are seeking leave, these colleagues who are seeking leave, are not doing it in the spirit of helping us, the opposition, but they are probably having other selfish interests, which we are. Thank you.
Point of order.
Honorable Speaker, I'm called Wabsad Stephen, representing the people of Shigai constituency in Obwa district. Honorable Speaker, the time we have spent here, you have given due guidance in as far as we should move on this bill is concerned. On this motion is concerned. You have guided that this motion
is supposed to go through due process. It is not worth debating. It is not worth giving any further guidance as far as it's concerned. We are simply, is it in order, Mr. Speaker, to continue elaborating, talking about what you have already given us, what you have guided us? Do we continue in the same way when you have fully given the guidance? Is it a bill already that he has continued referring to the bill, to the bill, to the bill? Why, Mr. Speaker, is it in order that we continue, depending on the same thing that you have already given us, the guidance? Yeah. Thank you.
Right, Honorable Speaker, but back on the matter that is on floor, allow me to draw this House to the framers of the Constitution at that time when the country is practicing multipartyism. And there was a provision for the leader of opposition. And what was the intent? You look at the fact that during our elections, we go through campaigns, and the first runner-up of the parties in this country can only be represented by the party in opposition with the highest numerical strength. So what did they have to think about that? That we should have who checks well government. You realize that today, for example, the composition of parliament, the number of independents, already many of us here, the independents have a memorandum of understanding with the ruling government. Now, how best will the number of independents contribute to matters of opposition, yet they're already with government as per their memoranda of understanding? I just pray at this moment, let's reconsider. If we are talking about inclusivity and equity, talk about the Prime Minister should decide also rethink and start moving a bill so that the Prime Minister is also chosen by the opposition. Shall we be fair when we start thinking along those lines? I just pray and request that to maintain harmony. If at all the leader of opposition, the main role is to check government, let's reconsider the way the leader of opposition is checked, and rather is chosen, and we maintain that further, that thinking of the framers of the Constitution, that during multipartyism, we shall have the leader of opposition, and whose duty will be mainly to keep the government in check, and that government cannot be checked by independents who already are numerical in strength and already have memoranda of understanding. I beg to move.
Thank you. Sometimes we tap into...
We shall have the time to discuss about this. The bill is about to arrive. And there are two ways. There comes a time when the government eats on children. But there is a time also when opposition eats on children. Its own children. Children. A child. Yes. You understand that. Now, when we are before this parliament, colleagues, let us not work in anticipation of what is going to happen. And I can guarantee you this bill will come to the parliamentary and legal affairs. You will find the legal mind there. We shall debate about it. There will be public participation on whether it fits the bill. It will be either defeated in the parliamentary and legal affairs or by this parliament. And we can guarantee we shall be there for you, for everyone. So long as the bill meets what we call the constitutional threshold, we shall be there. Don't worry, let the bill come and you'll find us in the wrong way. Thank you very much.
Honorable Speaker and colleagues, Ufono Pondo is my name. Opodel. Addressing on point of information, let me give point of clarification to Honorable Naruyima. Actually, the members of opposition do debate and vote for the confirmation of the Vice President on this floor and the Prime Minister. And through the Committee on Appointments, you actually appoint the ministers by participating in voting. Approve. Therefore, in principle, there is nothing wrong in members of the entire opposition. Indeed, there's nothing wrong if we will take the route that the ruling side does vote for the leader of opposition, because that's a principle. Thank you very much. Thank you. Because I haven't closed the debate. Motion? Motion. Mr. Speaker, I beg that you put the question. Mr. Speaker, I beg that you put the question. Honorable colleagues, honorable colleagues, I request you, that's not how you will be making me run the house here, okay? Mr. Speaker, honorable, what you call a game, okay? Honorable, I now put the question. I now put the question that the motion seeking leave of the House to introduce a private member's bill entitled The Administration of Parliament Amendment Bill be approved. Those in favor say unto the contrary, nay. The ayes have it. Honorable Namara, congratulations. Proceed. Seek the support of the Attorney General, of the clerk, consult, and do a bill that will address the concern that you managed to identify. Honorable colleagues, House is adjourned to tomorrow at 2 p.m.
I don't intend to be in opposition for life. What these people are doing, they will get unintended consequences out of this. Abenarem basanya wekibina kyabwe nga tebamanyi. Folwalero tusobola okulabika nga ffe be batajetinga. Naye omanyi mu bintu bino mulimu gye bayita unintended consequences. Osobola okukola ekintu ne weesanga nga weesibye omuguwa gw'otamanyi. NRM ezimba ekibiina ekirala mu NRM eyagala kukiyisa mu ba independents. Mu final ekijja ku weakeninga NRM. Naye kaakati tebakitegeera ku ssaawa eno, bali excited, baagala kubaako gwe basanyusa. Nze njagala basanyusa omuntu waabwe, numbers bazirina kino bagenda kiyisa, naye mu nkomerero bagenda kubeera wano nga be bakaaba. Mwami Tayebu olwaleero akoze bulungi, abadde agezaako okwagala okulaga abantu nti ye wanjawulo ku baaliwo. Naye na kino nakyo kimulaze, mulabye tatuwadde na mukisa kwogera nti n'okwogera ensonga zaffe zigende ku Hansard ne bawangule kale olw'ennamba yaabwe, naye nga naffe tulese ensonga zaffe takitukkiriza. Naye nze siri munakuwavu nnyo olw'ekiteeso kino, kubanga ekigendererwa kyange si kyakuba ku opposition lubeerera. Ab'opposition baleero be ba gavumenti y'enkya. Mu 1998 Museveni yayisaamu MP omu. Yali munafu nnyo, olwaleero yatufuza emyaka 4. Ab'NRM kabeetera amateeka aganaabafuga nga bavudde mu buyinza. Era tuffe tetujja kufiirawo nnyo. Ekikulu kino ekintu kimenya ssemateeka, kizze mutima mubi, kiri mutima gwabwe nantagambwako. Kakati nze batwale omutima gwabwe ogw'obwa nantagambwako. Twali wano ne mukyala Anite nga bino ebintu abiwagira ng'era amateeka agayisa. Kati amateeka ge yateeka olwaleero ge gamusiba. Kakati n'abaliwo batebayiga. Ekyennaku bannabyabufuzi tetuyiga. Buli lunaku ebintu bibaawo naye tetubiyigirako. Ku byakabaawo ku Speaker Anite, saalisuubiddeyo Speaker mulala kukola bino Tayebwa byakola ki? Byakola. Naye kale oba abikoze, abikole. Ekituufu lino etteeka limenya ssemateeka, naye oba bo bannaffe banaakomawa mu kugamba nti ebiragiro bijja kuvanga awantu, bo bajje mu kibinja babise mu nkola nga beefudde ababaka ba paalamenti.
Okusookera ddala ng'omubaka omupya mu paalamenti, ekibuuzo kye mbeera neebuuza buli ssaawa, ddala ababaka ba paalamenti tukola ki? Paalamenti tugirimu ku lwa bannayuganda oba tugirimu ku lwaffe? Omuntu okuva eri ne emotions ze n'azituma omuntu omu ajja aziyise mu paalamenti ku lwa bannayuganda bonna, kiruma ate kyennyamiza. Ebbago lino lyebagala okuleeta, nze ndikubamu ebituli kuba ekisooka ntegeera netteeka liprovidinga bulungi nti Ssaabaminisita yajja okuba nga ye lead of government business, then ne ligamba wajja kubaawo lead of opposition. Kati gwojje okyuseemu ogambe nti aba independent kitegeeza nampawengwa tosalawo owa independent ajje atalonda opposition abakola constitution baali basiru okugamba nti ono leader of opposition ono leader of government business singa nno bazze nga bagamba nti fe aba independents tetufiibwako naffe twetaagawo the leader of independence awo kyandibadde kiwulirwa naye olredde oli nampawengwa kyennyamiza n'okwennyamiza nti etteeka alireeta wa NRM olumiriro lwagiba opposition towuliddeeko nga bakomplaininga olw'okuba omuntu omu yavuddeyo n'anyiiga ebigambo leader of opposition bye yamwogeddeko kubanga era etteeka likiprovidinga bulungi nti leader of opposition omulimu gw'omukulu ku keepinga this government in check naye gwe government oyagala akukeepinga in check ate abeere nga naye azinira ku ntolizo ebyo byebiki ebyo palamenti bagambe nti bagijjeewo batufugisa omukono ogw'ekyuma tumanye nti munnaye kye baagala kyekikolebwa tuvunname bulungi okusinga okudda ano mu kubuzaabuza nga bekweka mu mateeka mu rules ekisinza okwennyamiza nga tumaliriza sipiika atuuse n'abuuza n'amuvinga ekibuuzo equestion oba member tumuwe leave house yonna n'egamba no n'amala n'agamba the eyes have it kati awo mu mbeera eyo ddala nze nga nze neebuuza tujja wano kutuusa mukolo n'okulya essente y'omuyiwa omusolo oba tuliwo okutuukiriza bituufu ebisaanidde okuba nga bikiikirira bannayuganda be twajja okukiikirira naye byonna bwe biri eyayonoonye bwasanga bwatunula
ekisinga okwewuunyisa nti twebuuza oba palamenti ye12 kati ekolera ku biragiro by'omuntu omu abeera ku Twitter essaawa yonna kuba twalabako emabe